Hello there, you're on the Heart of Reddit channel. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Get your popcorn ready and enjoy. Grandma's rules. Okay, you can leave then. This happened about 6 years ago, when I worked at my local pub. Now for context, the landlord operated on a grandma's rules in the pub, meaning anything you said or done that would offend my grandma, or yours, then you're out. You don't offend grandma. Simple. I used to supervise the bar while my landlord dealt with the office stuff to help balance the workload. It was a great job overall. Decent wage, was right on my doorstep, and the regulars were class. Except one. We shall call her Karen. Karen was getting married to one of the regulars and was a complete bitch. She was this horrible morbidly obese woman, who would complain about the size of the stools, and how it doesn't fit her. What's worse is she doesn't acknowledge you. She would just huff and puff until she gets a new drink. I hated that, and so did every member of staff. One day I got fed up, and ignored her because she snapped at me for saying hello. The situation went as follows. Karen, well, aren't you going to serve me? Me. Why? K. Air. Grandma's rules. My grandma would be offended if I sat here with an empty glass for too long. I immediately had a light bulb moment, and waited my moment to strike. I served her as normal and spoke to my landlord about her in the office. I explained what I wanted to do and he gave me the go-ahead. I went back to the bar where she was spitting fire at the new bar girl I was training. I just calmly told the bar girl to ignore her, serve the customers. I then took her drinks, poured them down the sink and asked her to leave. Karen, what are you doing? Me. Sorry, grandma's rules. She thinks you're a bitch and wants you to leave. Spoiler, the landlord is actually a landlady and my grandma. If the girls have to wear the new uniform, then the boys will too. Many years ago I worked in a small coffee shop on a university campus. Work was great. We had fun and loved the owners. Unfortunately, after 2 years of working there, they retired. New owner came in, put up multiple cameras, like 8 in a 3MX10M coffee shop with all the cameras trained on the counter and staff areas, and used to proposition the girls. We were all university students, so 17, 21 years old, that they would get extra shifts if they went home with him. If you argued back then, you got your work hours cut down the bare minimum. A couple of months in, he decides that he's going to change the uniform. Our uniform was just a loose black polo shirt with the cafe logo, black pants and closed shoes, standard coffee shop staff attire. He decides that the uniform will change, but only for the girls. Now the girls will wear a midriff top, with the cafe logo and low-rise pants. The boys still get to wear the old uniform. We argued that it was unsafe, hot coffee, and plates of food next to bare skin, and got told to bad. So sad. Staff got together and hashed out a plan. The first day of the new uniform, the girls showed up in the old uniform. The boys showed up in the midriff tops and the low-rise pants. The new uniform policy lasted an hour. Boss was not impressed. No one lost their job because our coffee shop was right next to the law faculty. One of the students had already had a conversation with her lecturer about what was going on. I'm pretty sure that if we'd been fired for non-compliance with uniform, that the boss would have found himself in far more trouble. You want me to act my wage? Alright then. This was my first job, a few years back. I was a working student at a startup as web dev. I was specialized in the field they deployed their software in, as well as the used technology. The first year was great. I learned a lot, and though I had a contract for 20 hours, I worked at least 40. More than a few weeks, even 60. I identified myself with the company, with the product, with the people. Come another year down the road, people wanted to implement a feature. I raised concerns that I might be difficult to implement, given the software architecture at that point, and also probably useless because the metrics were a mess. The CEO told me to act your wage, and I thought to myself, alright, will do. I strictly committed to my 20 hours per week, didn't work a second longer. I updated my CV, got an interview and a new job, quit with a month notice. The company leadership was horrified and had to take actions I learned later. To hire a new web dev, who could pick up work where I left, they had to fire almost the whole sales department. My resignation caused them to lay off almost 30% of their workforce. By today the company operates with 35% remaining employees. Edit. I should also mention that clients ran off because the support line was not manned 24/7 anymore, that bug fixes took way longer, and that new features were very faulty because I only implemented what was in the very badly described tickets.